everyone. So we'll be starting this gentle yoga class in just a couple of minutes. I wanted to go ahead and get it started just in case you guys want any props or anything. I'm planning on teaching the class without any props, but sometimes it's nice to have the option if you want it. So you can grab a blanket or you can grab a block if you have one, or maybe a stack of books, or you can grab a tie or a scarf, or anything fun like that that you would like to use with your yoga practice. I'm seeing, I don't even know how to see who is looking. I'm new to this. I haven't really done any Facebook Live videos before. Did one really briefly on my own personal page, but so it's kind of, I'm excited. It's fun. So we'll be starting in a couple of minutes. So if you want to get any props, you can. You get to see me make all of my fun faces and stuff. Hi, Lisa. I'm glad you're here. And yeah, so I have, hi Pat. So I have, like, my kids' bookshelf is right here, so I rated a few books from there. So there's books that you can use for props. If you want any props while you're practicing, I have a, this is a little handkerchief scarf thing that I have that would work well for using it in place of a strap if you don't have a strap. Like I said, I'm not planning on using any props today except maybe sitting on a blanket, just because I like to sit on blankets. But you don't necessarily need to have anything. But if you want to have something, you can grab it. I've got my kids here at home with me, and I've banished them to the downstairs or in their bedrooms so that hopefully there's no interruptions from them. We'll see. You never really know with them. So, hi Kitty. Yay! So let's see, it's 12:01. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I should have had my hair pulled back already. I didn't do that. Alright, so welcome everybody to this Yoga Den digital class. This is going to be a gentle yoga. So I'll say my little, well, I'm Kara. It'll say on the little thingy, but anyway. So my little spiel that I go with in all of my classes is that there's nothing that we do that's required. So if there's a pose that I guide you into that doesn't feel good on your body, then please come out of the pose. I will try to offer as many modifications that I can think of as we're practicing today. If you have any questions about poses, you can ask them on here, and I will try to address those when the class is over. So anyway, let's get started. Yay! So I'm going to sit on a blanket. And so we'll just find a nice, comfortable seat. You can have the legs crossed. You can have the legs, one leg in front of the other. You can have the legs extended out long, whatever feels best for you. But you want the spine to be long and the crown of the head lifted. And go ahead and close the eyes. And breathe here. Letting the mind settle and letting the body settle. I know there's a lot going on in the world right now, and if you're staying home, you may be feeling a little bit cooped up. We're just going to try and let all of that go, at least for this practice. And focusing on the breath can help with redirecting the mind, bringing it away from the things that may be troubling you, things that you may be stressing out about. So notice with your breath, notice how the air feels when you're breathing in. Does it feel cool? Notice how the air feels when you're breathing out. Maybe take notice of how long of an inhale you're taking and how long of an exhale you're taking. And take a big, full, deep breath in, filling the lungs all the way to the top, and pause. And open the mouth and sigh it out. Take another big, full, deep breath in, filling the lungs all the way to the top, and pause. And open the mouth and sigh it out. Take another big, full, deep breath in, but this time exhale through the nose, long and slow. So as you're practicing today, you want to let the inhales be big and full and deep, and the exhales be long and slow. So you can keep the eyes closed if you like and listen to the sound of my voice and trust in me, trust in the video. Or you can open the eyes, but keep the gaze gentle and soft. And take a big inhale, and exhale, drop the chin towards the chest. And breathe here. Let the neck be head be heavy. Let the neck feel the lengthening on the back there. And take a big inhale. And exhale, bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. And take the left fingertips out on the floor beside you. And breathe. And take a big inhale. And exhale, drop the chin. And inhale, bring the left ear towards the left shoulder. Right fingertips come out on the floor beside you. And breathe. And take a big inhale. And exhale, drop the chin. Inhale, right ear to right shoulder, left fingertips out. And exhale, chin to chest. And inhale, left ear towards left shoulder, right fingertips out. And exhale, chin to chest. And inhale, lift the chin and lift the gaze up towards the ceiling. And breathe here. And take a big inhale. And exhale, drop the chin towards the chest. And inhale, lift the head and breathe. Take a big, long inhale. Long, slow exhale. And take another inhale. And exhale, turn to look over the right shoulder. Shoulders are down away from the ears. And inhale, head to center. And exhale, look over the left shoulder. And inhale, head to center. Bring the hands alongside the body and inhale the arms out and up. And exhale down. And inhale the arms out and up. And exhale down. Inhale the arms out and up. And exhale down. And go ahead and take the legs out long on the mat here. And point and flex the feet. Make some circles with the feet. So you want the spine to be long, the crown of the head lifted. You're going to take your right ankle and bring it over the left one. And if there's comments that are in the way you can't see, you can swipe those to the side and you'll be able to see my feet. So I have the right ankle is crossed on top of the left. And I'm going to inhale the arms out and up and turn towards the right and bring the hands down. The left hand comes down to the right leg. Right fingertips come down behind you. And breathe here. So the arms are more helping to support the twist rather than really pushing yourself into the twist. So you don't want to be wrenching your back. So using the hands to just kind of help support you there. As you're inhaling, let the spine lengthen and be long. And when you exhale, maybe using your upper body, you're able to twist just a little bit more. But like I said, you're not using your hands to push you into it more than is good for the body. And breathe. The low belly's pulling in and up. And inhale the arms up. And exhale, hinge at the hips and come forward just a little bit. And breathe. And inhale, come up and uncross the ankles. Maybe give the legs a little bit of a shake. And then you'll bring the left ankle on top of the right ankle. And the hands come alongside the body. And inhale, the arms out and up. Turn towards the left. And exhale, right hand comes to the left leg, whether it's at the knee or the thigh. Left hand comes down behind you. And breathe. So the spine is long, crown of the head lifted. Again, you're using your hands just to support the twist that you're in rather than using them to push you more than your body wants to go. So as you're inhaling, you're lengthening the spine. And breathe. Shoulders are down away from the ears. And inhale the arms up to center and exhale, hinge at the hips and come forward just a little bit. Hands come down on the legs and breathe. And inhale, come up. Unhook the legs, give them a little bit of a shake. And then bring the legs back to cross-legged. The right leg is going to be in front, so you can have the legs crossed, or you can have the right leg just out a little bit. And bring the hands alongside the body and inhale the arms out and up. And exhale, right hand comes down and lean over with the left. And breathe. So you want to make sure that left sitting bone stays rooted down. You're really reaching through the left fingertips. The palm is facing down towards the floor. You can have the gaze up towards the arm or maybe straight ahead. And take a big inhale and turn to look down at the floor and bring that left hand down. And you're going to walk the hands forward and coming to rest with the hands forward. And breathe. So you're hinging at the hips, shoulders are away from the ears. The jaw is relaxed. And breathe. Sitting bones are staying rooted down, so if they're coming up, bring the hands a little bit closer in towards the body. And inhale, walk the hands all the way in, bringing the spine back to long and upright. And take a big long inhale, long slow exhale. And then switch the legs. So the left leg is going to come forward, either legs crossed or the left leg set in front just a little bit. And the hands come alongside the body. And inhale the arms out and up, and exhale, left hand comes down and reach over with the right. And breathe. So you're really reaching through the fingertips here, low bellies pulling in and up. Opening up the chest here, that right sitting bone is staying rooted down. The jaw is soft. And take a big inhale. And exhale, look down towards the floor and bring that right hand down. And then use your hands to walk across to the center. And breathe here. Shoulders are still down away from the ears. The sitting bones are still rooted, so if they're coming up, bring the hands a little closer to the body. And breathe. And inhale, walk the hands in, bringing the spine back up, torso back up. Take a big long inhale. Long, slow exhale. And then extend the legs out long and give them a little bit of a shake. And point and flex the feet. So you can keep the legs out long or you can bring them back to crossed. Whatever you're feeling right now. There's no right or wrong way. I'm going to bring my legs to cross just because that's how I like to sit. And we're going to inhale the arms out and up, and exhale, bring them to shoulder height, and breathe here. Thumbs are up towards the ceiling, and breathe. Really reaching through the fingertips here. That low belly's pulling in and up to help support the low back. And inhale the arms straight up, and exhale, bring them back to shoulder height. You're going to take the hands back just a little bit, opening up the chest, and breathe. The jaw is soft. And inhale the arms up, and exhale, bring them to cactus arms. And lean back just a little bit. So you can take it as far as you like. You can lean back a lot. You can just take the gaze up a little bit. Keep that low belly engaged though. And breathe. And inhale the arms back up. And exhale all the way down. And bring the hands to the shoulders. Make some big circles with the elbows. And breathe. And go in the opposite direction. And then bring the hands down, arms down. So you're going to take the legs out long if they're not already there. And you're going to bring the left leg over the right thigh. So it could be just the ankle. It might be that it's down here, down on the shin. That's good. You may be able to bring it up onto the thigh with the knee out. You might be able to bring it a little bit more towards knees stacked. So there is no right or wrong way. So you can either here, in closer, over here. If here is where you need to be and you need a block or some books underneath the knee, you're welcome to do that. Keep this left foot active. And you're going to inhale the arms out and up, and exhale, bring them to shoulder height. And inhale, bring the arms around. You're going to bring the back of the right hand to the outside of the left elbow. And breathe here. So this is modified eagle arms. So you're pressing into the back of your right hand with that left elbow. You can stay here, or if you want more shoulder stretch, you can start bringing that right arm up. Maybe your elbows come together and you're here, or maybe you can wrap the hands and breathe. You want to have the elbows lifted, that low belly pulling in and up. That left foot is staying active. I know it has a tendency to want to not be active. We want to keep that left foot active. And breathe. Relax your jaw. Make sure you're breathing. And take a big inhale. And exhale very gently. Release the arms out. And then release the leg out. You can give the arms a shake, the legs a shake, whatever feels good for you. Maybe you need to bend the knees a little bit and take a little bit of side to side. And then we'll bring the legs back out long, and that will bring the left ankle on top of the right leg. So maybe your left ankle is on top of the shin. Maybe the left ankle is up on the thigh. Maybe you're able to bring the left leg further over. Maybe you're even able to stack the knees. So wherever you are, it's a good place to settle in. You want to have this right leg active, that foot active, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, or maybe even gently pulling towards the face. And bring the hands alongside the body, low belly pulling in and up. And inhale the arms out and up. And exhale, bring them to shoulder height. And breathe here. Take a big inhale. And exhale, bring the hands around. You're going to bring the back of the left hand to the outside of the right elbow. And breathe. Keep that right foot active. So if this is feeling pretty good to you, you want to take it a little bit deeper. You can start to bring that left arm out around that right elbow some more. Maybe you're able to bring the elbows together. Your hands can be here. Or maybe you're able to bring the hands around to clasp. You want to have the elbows lifted, that low belly pulling in and up, and that right foot is active. And breathe. And soften the jaw. You could totally be making faces at me right now. I'd have no idea. I'd probably be making faces if I wasn't teaching the class. And breathe. And take a big inhale. And exhale, let the hands release very gently coming out. And take the arms out wide and release them down. Unhook that left leg and extend it out. You can take some arm wiggles or some leg wiggles, whatever feels good for you. Maybe you want to windshield wiper the legs a little bit again. And then bring the soles of the feet down, knees up. You can take the feet out wide, maybe to the width of your mat, maybe a little bit closer. You'll take a big inhale and exhale, come forward and drop the head. Hands can be on the knees, they can be on the shins, on the feet. Maybe you're more here, maybe you're in a little bit more. You just want to be able to let the head relax and breathe. And inhale, come all the way up. Extend the legs out and point and flex the feet. And then we'll bring the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, coming into Barre. And shift around and move some fleshy bits to the side. You want the sitting bones to be firmly rooted. And breathe here. So the spine is long, the crown of the head is lifted, shoulders are down away from the ears. And breathe, the jaw is soft. So the hands, you're all at home, or at least I'm assuming you're all at home. I'm at home. So something that you can do is give yourself a little bit of a foot massage while you're here in Barre. So you've got your hands at your feet, or they might be at your shins, but if you've got your hands at your feet, you can give your feet a little bit of love here. Massage the toes, massage the balls of the feet, massage the arches. Oh, arches are good. Massage the heels. And then move to the ankles. And come back to the toes and give them a little bit of a squeeze here. And then release them. Maybe work a little bit on opening the feet up, kind of like a book. So it might be, you can only bring the big toes away from each other just a little bit. Maybe you're able to open them out a little bit more. So you can stay here with the spine long and the crown of the head lifted, keeping the torso upright. Or you can take a big inhale and exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Hands can stay on the feet, or you can bring the hands out on the mat. And breathe. If you feel yourself start to clench up or tighten things up, then you need to come out of the pose a little bit. Maybe take the feet out a little bit further away from the body, or maybe lift up a little bit more. So you don't want to be tightening or clenching in any of the yoga poses. It makes it so the muscles can't really, you're you're working the muscles, but if you're holding it all tight and clenched, then the muscles can't really get any stronger or more flexible. So you don't want to be tightening or clenching. And breathe here. You don't want to be clenching your jaw either. And breathe. And inhale, slowly press up, bringing the torso back up. Bring the hands to the outsides of the thighs and use the hands to bring the knees together. The hands come behind you and let the legs windshield wiper here. And then bring the legs to stillness and take the feet out wide. You're going to take a big inhale and exhale. Let the knees fall towards the right. And breathe. So you still want to have a lifting in the chest, an opening in the chest, maybe drawing the thigh back into that hip bone a little more. You can bring the right ankle on top of the left knee if you like, and breathe. The jaw is soft. And unhook that right ankle and inhale, bring the legs up. And then exhale towards the left. And breathe here, really pressing into the hands. Kind of actively pulling that leg up into the socket. You can be here, you can bring that left ankle on top of the right knee and breathe. The jaw is soft. And unhook the ankle off and inhale the knees back up. And take the legs out long. Hands are staying where they are. So legs are out long. Point and flex the feet. And then inhale, press into the hands and open the chest. And breathe. So you can stay here. You can bring the soles of the feet down and lift up to reverse table. You can keep the legs out long and lift the hips up that way. I'm going to keep myself seated though. Chest opens, really pressing into the hands, bringing them as much towards straight as you can. So it might be here, maybe a little bit further, and breathe. And take a big inhale and exhale. Come forward, release the hands, bend the knees, and take the feet out wide. So maybe to the width of the mat, maybe in a little bit more. And inhale, and exhale, come forward. Hands either on the knees or the shins or the feet, and the head relaxes. And inhale, come up and spread the fingers wide, really stretching. Feel that the space between each finger stretching. And then make fists. And spread the fingers wide and make fists. And then interlace the hands and make some figure 8 kind of movement here. Just bringing some more movement to the wrists. All right, now we're going to play with the brain for a moment here, and we're going to interlace the fingers the other way so the other thumb is on top, and try and take your figure 8 in the opposite way of what you were doing before. So you could end up with like your brain going, what are we doing? Or it might just be a piece of cake. I'm not really sure if I'm going the opposite direction or not. I don't. And breathe. And then unlace the fingers and give the hands a little bit of a shake. And then you'll take the legs out wide. Spine is long, crown of the head lifted. You may need to shift around a little bit to get the sits bones firmly rooted. You want the legs to be active here. So the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling or maybe drawing gently towards the face. The spine is long, crown of the head lifted, shoulders down away from the ears, low belly pulling in and up. All the things I say all the time. But I remember when I first started my yoga practice, I would forget all of those things all the time. So now I just say it. And breathe. So if this is a little much on like the hamstrings, or you're struggling to bring the spine to long and straight, you can bring the hands behind you to kind of help support yourself and work towards bringing the spine long. So the shoulder blades gently pulling together. And breathe here. So especially if you have kind of a rounded upper back, this is a good place to be right here. Having the hands behind you to support you. And the shoulder blades working gently to pull together behind the back. So if your hamstrings are looser and you don't really have that rounded back, you're able to get that spine long and the crown of the head lifted here, you can be here. Or you can bring the hands alongside the body and inhale the arms out and up, and exhale, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Hands can come to the mat in front of you, or they can come out to the legs. So anywhere, shins, thighs, shins, the feet, and breathe. But if you have that rounded back and the really tight hamstrings, I'd like you to stay right here. So breathe. Remember to keep those feet active, the toes gently pulling towards the face. Your jaw is soft. And inhale, gently walk the hands in, bringing the torso back up. Bring the hands behind the legs and use the hands to bring the legs back to center. And take the legs out long and give them a little bit of a shake. And then you're going to scoot forward. So then you're more in the middle of the mat. And we're going to be coming down onto our backs. So lots of different ways that you can do that. You can come straight down onto the back. You can bring the hands behind the thighs. Bring the hands behind the thighs and engage your core and lower down. You can bring the hands alongside the knees, really reaching through the fingertips here. Core is engaged and lower down. Or you can lift one leg and lower down, or lift both legs, extend the legs out, whatever you would like to do to come down onto the back. Once you're down, take a big, full, deep breath in and sigh it out. Take the legs out long. And take the arms long alongside the ears. And point and flex the feet. Really reach through the fingertips, taking a big stretch. And take a big inhale. And exhale, bring the knees up into the chest and give them a hug in. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. And then extend the feet up towards the ceiling and point and flex the feet. Make some circles with the feet. And go in the opposite direction. I think I'm going to spin myself around the other way. I don't know if that'll be any better or not. And breathe here. And then flex the feet and bring the hands to the thighs. You want the legs as much towards straight as you can get them. So you may need to bring the legs out away from the chest a little bit with the feet flexed. You may be able to bring them in further. If you grabbed a strap or a scarf or a tie, you can bring it around the feet here to help with pulling it in. Wherever you are, or just breathe. Relax the jaw. And take a big inhale. And exhale, bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet down. And let the legs windshield wiper side to side here. And then you're going to bring the legs to stillness and walk the heels in close towards the hips to where you can feel the heels with the middle finger. You want the feet lined up with the hips, the knees lined up right over the feet. And then you're going to press into the feet and rocking that tailbone up so the pelvis is tilting and the tailbone is lifting. And breathe here as the low back is really pressing down into the mat. And then the hands are alongside the body. And inhale, lift the hips up. And exhale, bring them down. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring them down. One more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, bring them down. So breathe here for a moment. If you have a block that you would like to use, you're welcome to grab it. Or you can bring the books. It might be a little bit more awkward, but you can still grab the books and come into supported bridge, or you can be in bridge without the support. And we'll just pause there for a little bit. So take a big inhale, long, slow exhale, and inhale, lift the hips. So you can either bring the block or books underneath the hips, or you can use your legs and really press into the floor. Bring the shoulder blades together underneath the back. Hands can interlace underneath the back, or you can bring the hands to the outsides of the mat and pull on the mat here. You want to have a gentle lifting of the chin though. You don't want to be clenching it towards the chest. The chest can come towards the chin, but you want the chin to be lifted. And breathe. Remember to keep your knees in line over the feet. They have a tendency to want to splay out here, but we don't want the knees to do that. And breathe here. And take a big inhale and exhale, gently lower the back down. If you have the blocks under there, you'll remove the blocks from underneath the sacrum, underneath the hips, and lower down. And breathe here for a moment. And walk the legs out long. Maybe give them a little bit of a shake. And then bring the knees up and give them a hug in. Rock a little bit side to side. And then bring the hands to either the backs of the thighs or to the knees. You're going to make some big circles with the knees. And then go in the opposite direction. And then bring the knees to stillness and inhale the legs up and point and flex the feet. And then bend the right knee and bring the right knee into the chest. And the left leg stays long. And flex the left foot. And flex the right foot and breathe. So you can bend the left knee and bring the sole of the left foot down, or you can keep it extended long and slowly lower the left leg down and breathe. Keeping that right knee hugged into the chest. And take that right knee out towards the right. The right hand is guiding it. The left hand comes to the left hip. So you want to keep this left hip down. So if when you bring that right knee out, that hip starts to come up and roll away, you want to bring that right knee in some more so that that left hip stays grounded. And breathe. The left foot is active. And inhale, bring the knee into the chest. And exhale, left hand comes to the knee. You guide it across the body, bringing it towards the left side. You want to keep that right shoulder down. The right arm is out to a T or a cactus arm. That right shoulder, you want it to stay down. So if when you bring the knee across the body, that shoulder starts to come up, you're going to lift that right knee up so that shoulder can be down. And breathe. Your gaze can be straight up, or you can take it over the right shoulder. Another option is to bring the sole of that right foot down. And inhale, bring that right knee in, give it a hug in. And then bring that left knee in and give it a hug in. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. And curl the forehead up. And release it down. And take the legs up and point and flex the feet. And then bend that left knee and bring the left knee into the chest and flex both feet. The right leg is staying up long. And breathe here. And take a big inhale. And you can either bend that right knee and bring the sole of the foot down, or you can keep it extended long and slowly lower the leg down all the way onto the mat. That left knee stays hugged into the chest. The feet stay flexed. And then use the left hand and guide that left knee out towards the left. The right hand comes to the right hip. And breathe. If that right hip starts coming up, you want to bring that left knee back up some so that right hip can stay grounded. And breathe. And inhale, bring that left knee up into the chest. Right hand comes to the left knee, and use the right hand to guide the knee across the body, coming to a twist. Left arm comes out to a T or cactus arm. You want that left shoulder to stay rooted down. So if it starts coming up off the mat, bring that left knee up some until that shoulder can come down onto the mat. The gaze can be straight up or it can be over the left shoulder. And breathe. And inhale, bring that left knee up into the chest and give it a hug in. And then bring the right knee up and hug both knees in. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Take a big inhale and exhale, lift the head towards the knees. And inhale, release it down. Take the feet up towards the ceiling and point and flex the feet. And then bend the knees, bringing them back into the chest. Take the knees out wide, and hands can come to the knees or to the shins. Or you can bring the hands to the feet, the outsides of the feet. And you can stay here, or you can inhale and lift the soles of the feet up towards the ceiling with the knees bent, coming into happy baby. You can be in stillness here. You can rock gently side to side. Or you can straighten one leg and bend the other, and then do the opposite side. And alternate between the two. Or maybe you stay right here. Or maybe you stay right here. Wherever feels best for you. Make sure you're breathing. And take a big long inhale. Long, slow exhale. And release the hands and bring the knees back into the chest and hug them in. And take a big inhale. And exhale, lift the head, bringing it towards the knees. And inhale, release the head down. You're going to take the legs out long. And the feet relaxed and the arms come long, palms up. Coming into Shavasana, the final resting pose. If this doesn't feel good on the low back, you can bring the soles of the feet down to the width of the mat and the knees falling in towards each other. So as you're settling into Shavasana, let the body relax. Let the muscles grow heavy and soft. Let the breathing return back to its normal pace. And let the mind relax. Any thoughts that come in, try and let them float on by as if they're clouds in the sky. Start to bring the awareness back to the breath. And bring some gentle movements to the fingers and the toes, and the hands and the feet. We let the head rock gently from side to side. And when you're ready, curl onto whichever side you would like and pause there for a moment. And then when you're ready, press on up to a comfortable seat. Spine long, crown of the head lifted. And close the eyes, breathe at the heart. And breathe here for a moment. And take a big, full, deep breath in, filling the lungs all the way to the top, and pause. And open the mouth and sigh it out. Take another big, full, deep breath in, filling the lungs all the way to the top, and pause. And open the mouth and sigh it out. The light in me sees and honors that same light that is inside of you. Namaste. Yay! Thank you all for coming and practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or any thoughts or anything like that, then please post in the comments and I will answer those. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day and a wonderful week, and I'll see you again soon.